Hello, everybody. We are back again with another coal ship review. This time we'll be looking over the Tier 4 coal ship, Yubari. Without further ado, let's get into it. Some interesting history about Yubari. It was involved in some fights with USS Yorktown. Eventually was sank by the submarine USN Bluegale. It's a Gato class submarine. I'm not sure if we'll see that type in game. Let's see. Yep, Yubari went down in 1944. Took out like the rear turret back here and they replaced it with more AA guns in the back. They took this up here and they replaced it with a single 120 millimeter. Just a lot of AA refit. That's what its last refit was. So like it says, it's an experimental light cruiser based on the idea to create a fast warship carrying the most powerful armament available while having minimal displacement. First ship to be equipped with the 610mm torpedo tubes. By end of time in service, Yubari was reinforced with numerous AA guns. So one can find Yubari for a free attainable resource known as coal. Yubari is 25,500 coal. Only tier 4 ship in here that's available. Coal. If I were starting out, I would try to get Charleston first and then Yubari maybe a little later. So go over this is what I have for skills. Grease the gears, priority target, and then eventually I would do superintendent and then probably concealment expert. Armor layout, front end plating 13 millimeters. Superstructure 10 millimeters. Conning tower is armored to 51 millimeters. 10 meters up there. Deck is 25 millimeters. Side plating around here 13, 13, 13. Aft deck 13. Aft ending 13. Citadel armor belt 57 millimeters. 57 on the side. Citadel deck 25. Citadel warship 38 millimeters. Citadel warship up here 38 millimeters. Alright, survivability 18,700 hit points. Artillery is 2x 240 millimeters. Up here. Back here. Reload time is pretty decent for the tier. Has that secondary battery. I don't know why they didn't just turn on to be a main battery gun. Seems kind of silly. Oh well. It's got the 2 twin torpedo launchers. Mounted more in the... Mounted more inside the hull there. Oh, they're right here. They're on the top of the deck here. See them a little better now, they're right there. Torpedoes range is 6 kilometers, rotary speed 63 knots. AA pretty much on the low side. To be expected, it's a tier 4. Max range 5.2 kilometers. Maximum speed 34.5 knots. Turning circle radius 560 meters. Rudder shift time 3.8 seconds. Concealment. Detectability range by sea 9.6 kilometers. Detectability from submarine 0 to 9.6 kilometers. Detectability range by air 5.8 kilometers. Assured detectability range 2.0. Get my equipment here. Damage control system mod 1. Amine systems mod 0, which you should equip on Katori and Yubari right away. huge, massive buffs. It buffs up dispersion, transverse speed, all that. Torpedoes, armor piercing shells, range of 12.8. See, it's got defensive AA at tier 4, which is pretty interesting. You end up using it a couple of times. I wish it had a little more charges to it. Battery, torpedoes, hull, guns. Further ado, we're going to take Yubari to co-op here. Go. I find it interesting that Yubari was involved in battles with Yorktown and then eventually was sank by a USS Bluegill. It's kind of funny when you think about it. To encounter both aircraft carriers and submarines. But there's not a lot of tier 4 premiums out there. The only other regular one is Azushi, I believe. Otherwise, Milwaukee Alpha and Arkansas Beta are only for Alpha and Beta players at the current time. I have Arkansas Beta because I participated back in Beta days.
Battle starts.
See that the torpedo arc is kind of weird. You only can fire it from here. Or if they did that for balance reasons or what, because you can obviously, you can see that you can still turn the physical thing. You can probably still launch off your torpedoes from this angle, but they block you from doing so by doing this. Kind of a key trait of Japanese cruisers, really. The tech tree. This time there's only a heavy cruiser, Japanese tech tree. Might be more coming later, who knows. But on the back end of the ships is where they mount the torpedoes for the Japanese tech tree. I guess you would classify this as a light cruiser, pretty much. Decent speed. Guess you get to see its defensive AA activate a little bit here.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
They're not really doing much to the aircraft there now. We took out one. Bunch of enemy ships over here. Turn around here.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
I think we'll keep this current course.
Enemy aircraft carrier detected.
Really at these lower tiers where you can have the most fun with the game. See, the shells are pretty accurate with that aiming systems mod 1 equipped. I wouldn't equip any other equipment in the slot actually, because the equipment is like a huge buff to the ship. Turn the whole ship around in order to fire off the torches is kind of funny. See that your modules can be damaged rather easily.
Problem solved, sir.
I'm gonna try to just get out of here. A little too much heat for me to handle right now. See that the AA holds up pretty strong. So the AA can hold up for this tier. Try the armor piercing shells here quickly. Either sinks them. Bad.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Got a whole bunch of ships coming. Yubari holds itself up well when you equip the right equipment, that being aiming systems mod 1. It's definitely not a ship you want to go charging the front line with all the time because it's not going to hold up that well. Gotta make sure you're pushing with support of your battleships. Again, because the torpedo angles are arcward, you can't really... See, because I'm out of position here, can't fire off them torpedoes.
Our team has taken the lead.
See here in the co-op that the battles progress pretty quickly.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
I want to turn my ship quickly. Man, coming close. I need to get a move on.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Here we sank our third ship, so you can see that Yubari can be pretty versatile. Obviously I'm flooding, so I don't know how much longer I'll be alive in this match. We'll see. Here we go, averted disaster.
Problem solved, sir.
See, no anti-submarine warfare on Yubari, but I don't think you're going to be running into subs too often with this ship. Very rarely do I see that happening. But your battles will probably be versus the tier 5s. Still don't know how they're going to branch off the submarines. I guess if I had to guess, they'll probably branch them off the destroyers. That would make the most sense. To branch them off the battleships, that would just be awkward. Armor's so strong in Wyoming, we're not really making much of a dent.
Our victory is in sight. In sight.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
I just think it's funny that two nations that never had operating carriers are getting carriers. Germans already have theirs, so now we're gonna get the Soviet. I just think it's funny. But I guess they're able to find documents for it.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
One can do really good in the ship if they apply themselves.
Torpedoes to port.
I find Yubari to be a fun premium ship. I would take Charleston though as my first premium ship as a cool ship and not buy it. Sink the carrier. Isn't that hilarious? Sink the carrier. That's a lot of damage to a lot of ships. Yeah. Bad battle. Got that. There you go. We got that finished. Looks like I just completed another web campaign mission. Bad at all, but yeah, Yubari, good ship at tier 4. I'll get Charleston first. It is a fun ship. It is a fun ship. Nobody can deny that. So thank you all for watching. I look forward to putting out another review in the future for y'all. Have a great day wherever you are, and thank you for watching my ship review, my coal ship review on Yubari. Thank you. Have a great day.